What's up guys, welcome back to yet another interesting video. So Samsung have started rolling out One UI 8.5 Beta 1 for Samsung devices and it brings some amazing changes, but there are some bugs which I also noticed while using my Samsung S25 Plus. So along with those bugs, we'll talk about all the new changes what Samsung's One UI 8.5 brings on the table for Samsung devices. But before moving ahead guys, if you find the content useful to you guys, then make sure to smash the like button and also consider subscribing. So here I have Samsung S25 Plus. So if I go to About section, under software information you can see One UI version is 8.5 based on Android 16 and it comes with 1st December 2025 security patch. If you guys want to try out One UI 8.5 first beta, then just open up the members application and look for the beta program. From here you'll be able to apply for the beta program. But I don't recommend you guys if you're using your device as a primary phone. So this was the update and the update size was somewhere around close to 4 GB. So after installing the beta version of One UI 8.5, for the stock applications they have done a lot of changes. Along with that, if you take a look at the icons of stock applications, you'll see that slight 3D effect. You consider the camera application icon, internet browser, or even the apps like phone, store, or gallery. So this is the first change what you'll notice. And now in most of the stock application, you'll see that pill shape towards the bottom side. If you consider the phone application, contact recents and keypad have a pill shape, and the same thing goes if you open applications like clock. You can see towards the bottom side, and in most of the stock application you'll also see that glow effect, including places like software update section. You can see a slight glow effect in the background. That's in most of the stock applications. We'll talk about the stock application changes in a while. First, let's talk about the customization part. Starting off with the lock screen changes. So here one good add-on what Samsung have done. So for example, if you select any photo, so I'll select this photo, and based on the photo, the clock will automatically adjust the positioning, and you can see the wallpaper automatically got adjusted. By default it was over here, but system automatically decides that the clock should not overlap the subject in that frame. So it automatically adjusted the wallpaper, and you can see it has filled the empty area too. So this is first change what you'll notice. And the second change is now you can add weather effect on the lock screen. So depending on the weather condition, it will show you that particular effect. And if you choose any wallpaper, the system automatically generates the empty space. So I'll just show you an example for that. So for example, if I want to move this wallpaper towards the bottom side, so I can keep it over here. So you can see the system have automatically generated the background, or you can say the empty space. But it's only possible if you move the wallpaper towards the bottom side. You can't move the wallpaper towards the top side. So these are the lock screen changes. Now Samsung have given endless options to customize your control center. Like you can remove all the widgets and keep it very simple. Or if you want, to decrease the size of brightness slider, you can also keep it in horizontal or vertical way. And the same thing goes with all the tiles. If you don't want the tiles, you can just remove them and keep it very minimal. For example, I just want my control center to be clean, so I'll remove everything from here and I can just keep these two tiles of brightness and volume slider. If I want, I can keep it like this and have these 4 tiles towards the right hand side. So depending on however you want your control center, now you can make changes. One thing which I want Samsung to add, and for example, if I want to add more controls, tapping on more control, here we don't have an option to search the controls. For example, if you're looking for any tile, you have to scroll and search that particular tile. If they gave a search option over here, it would have been really great. In the notification panel also, you'll find a small change. So whenever you slide or try to remove the notification, you'll have that haptic feedback at somewhere 25% along with that effect. So these are the changes in the control center and notification panel. Also Samsung have upgraded the Samsung DeX, and now you can add multiple desktop. Along with that, they have also given an option. For example, if you minimize any application and you disconnect the DeX, later on whenever you reconnect it, you'll see all the applications in the similar size, or you can say at similar place. So these 2 changes you'll find in the DeX. After that, with One UI 8.5, you also get an option to record partial screen instead of full screen. So once you tap on screen recording, you'll see a pop-up which says full screen and partial. Tapping on start recording, now you can adjust that particular area whichever you want to record. And it will also show you the aspect ratio whenever you are selecting that particular screen. So here you can see it says 9:16, 3:5, 2:3, 5:7, 3:4 and more. In the app drawer, now you get a search bar in that pill shape, and while scrolling it disappears and again appears when the scrolling is stopped. And the same add-on you can also find it in the settings page. Now search bar have been moved towards the bottom side, and similar way it disappears whenever you scroll and appears back again when the scrolling is stopped. In the settings, battery page got completely revamped. This is how it looks now. I don't have the screenshots of previous build, I mean One UI 8.2. But the graph got completely redesigned with these nice looking bars. And now let's talk about some of the changes what they have done in the stock application. So here I have a recording of recorder application, where you can see the wave look have been completely changed, and you also get the options to add bookmarks. Either you can do that while recording, or even once the recording is completed, still you'll be able to add the bookmarks in the recording. Here you can see I've added a bookmark. And another change, now I'm not able to open up the recorder application due to some issues. That's a bug which I'll also mention while talking about the bugs. So the change is in the recording list, towards the right hand side you'll see an play icon along with the recording time, which I can't show you right now here. Then you'll find some changes in the applications like clock. So here also you can see that glow effect in the background, in the world clock. If you see the background based on the timing what you have selected, like we are using Indian Standard Time, so you'll see a map of Indian Standard Timing. Let me turn on dark mode and show you guys, then you can see it properly. And after that you also have a time zone converter, so if you want to check out, what will be the time after 2 hours from now, that can be seen just by using this slider. And another thing, so for example, I'm checking out the time after 8 hours 30 minutes. That time in Delhi it will be 7:46, and you can see these pill have turned into grey color. That means it will be night over there. A very nice touch on. And after that you have an analog clock in the timer section. And for the alarm, now for example I'll set an alarm of 11:18 AM and tap on save. Now whenever the alarm rings, if I tap on snooze, you'll see the timer in the nav bar. And another change what they have done for the alarm, so if you go to alarm background, they have also given an option to select this option called weather effect. So once your alarm rings, you'll also be able to see the weather conditions directly on the screen itself, I mean the lock screen. So if it's raining, you'll see the rain. If it's snow, you'll see the snow. Now talking about other application, which is calculator. So here, like OxygenOS 16, even they have given the glow effect, but here it's a colorful glow effect. It doesn't look that pleasing, but yes, it looks really nice. And you'll also see that number popping out is very smooth here on this calculator application. One application got major changes, and that's the gallery app. So here we have the gallery app. First thing which I have already mentioned, that's the pill shape towards the bottom side. And if you tap on menu, you have an option called short types. So tapping on it, it will show you all the things like video, pro, or even selfie. If you go to the album section, you'll see that last photo clicked on your device as a preview, or you can call it as thumbnail. If I tap here, you can see we have a thumbnail on the top side. So this is another change in the gallery application. After that, for example, let me take one photo. So I have this photo, and if I tap on edit, and if I want to remove anything from here, I can remove multiple objects in the first editing itself. So for example, I'll remove this mouse which is kept here, and tapping on erase. Once done, you can see we have an option called keep editing. So if I tap on keep editing, now I have option to remove these things which are present here. Tapping on erase. Again, if I tap on keep editing, now you'll see an icon towards the right top side. If you tap on it, you'll see all the history of that particular editing. So we used AI eraser. Towards the bottom side, you can see we have the original photo. In the first attempt, we removed the mouse, and the second attempt, we removed that spray and the remote. So a very thoughtful thing added in the gallery application. Then few more changes what you'll see, and that's in the internet application. I mean the stock internet application present on Samsung devices. First change is whenever you tap on these settings, now the pop-up appears this way. Previously it used to appear towards the bottom side. And also, if you tap on tabs, now you have option to select the layout. You just have to tap on these three dots, select view as, and you can change the way tabs looks. So you have three options: list, stack, or grid. So these were the changes what they have done in the stock applications. Now for the privacy also, they have added a new thing called lost device protection, which can be found in the security settings. If you go inside this, tap on theft protection. Now here you have few options like identity check, theft detection lock, offline device lock, and failed authentication lock. So make sure you have enabled all these three things. So here someone tries to log in into the applications and which fails authentication, the device will be automatically logged. So this change you will see related to privacy stuff. So one feature related to Samsung ecosystem what they have added, and that's in the nearby devices. So if I tap on nearby devices, the device will automatically identify if any Samsung products are available or not. But make sure they should be connected to the same Wi-Fi network and must be logged in with the same Samsung account. Now if I tap on those devices, I can access the storage of that particular device. For example, if I have Samsung TV or any other Samsung device. So these were the changes what Samsung have done. Now let's talk about few of the bugs which I have noticed. So the first bug is in the camera application. The Expert RAW feature was not working, but today morning they have rolled out an update of Expert RAW application. So whenever you tap on it, you'll see an update to update the expert raw application, and once it is updated, you'll be able to access. Though it was a bug initially, but today morning it got fixed. So thankfully Samsung have fixed this issue. And the second bug is in the Note application. It is completely stuck at this, and you can see an error. It says Notes isn't responding. So we need to wait for an update for Notes application also. So I'll close the application. After that, another bug is related to Recorder application. You can see initially I was able to do recording, but later on the Recorder application doesn't work at all. And the last bug is related to Samsung Health application. Though I've updated all the application, but still in Samsung application we get this error of no mobile network. But both the things are there in this device. So guys, these were all the features and bugs what I've encountered on Samsung One UI 8.5. If you guys want more videos of Samsung, let me know in the comment section below. As of now, only this much in this video. This is your friend Ashok signing out. See you guys in the next video.